I'm going to try this video again. I've filmed it all, and I was out of shot the whole video. So I've now got my keyboard here, so I know not to go too far over there. I've tried not to forget to tell you everything I told you in the last take, but I've come to do a little update on the glue charms, the pin charms that I made in a previous tutorial. So if you haven't seen it, watch this one first and then go and watch the other one, because I'm giving you all the information, the updated information in this video. So several things came out of the last video, and you'll have to excuse my breathing. Hopefully I won't be breathing too heavily. So a few things came up with these charms. The first thing was these pins can go rusty if they're not stainless steel. Now, I had a look for stainless steel pins locally and didn't have any luck, so I wanted a way of being able to throw the pin away but keeping my charm without too much effort. The second issue was the bead on the pin takes up quite a bit of room on your pin, so I wanted to come up with something that was a bit smaller. The third thing was a few people had said, for whatever reason, there were various reasons for it, but the little figure 8 that I made with the wire is actually very fiddly and very tricky to make. So I wanted something that was a lot easier than that for you and for me to make. And obviously I was asked lots of questions. So the first thing is, the glue I'm using is Cosmic Shimmer. It is a fabulous glue. It's saving me a heck of a lot of Fabri-Tac. I still use Fabri-Tac for certain things, but this was £9 for this size bottle, and I do have a bigger one coming. But I mean, I have probably used, there's probably a third out of this bottle, but I've been using this a lot, and I've still got my little one, which I take to the sofa with me when I'm working in the evening sometimes. So this glue is brilliant. I recommend it. A lot of people ask me where I got my glue bottles from. Now, these came in a pack of 3. There was 3 in a pack, but I did get them from a local craft store. So unfortunately, you won't be able to get them where I get them from, because they don't have an online shop, unfortunately. But if you put in Amazon, just put in glue bottle, and you get loads will come up. So they are pretty easy to get hold of, but they are small unless you have a plastic top, which we'll talk about in a bit. This bottle was an X-Cut glue, and luckily the top fits on this. This was the other one of these tops, and it fit on this bottle. And you can also get this shape bottle in, I think it's called Dovecraft, and that glue is from the pound shop. So if you emptied it out, it cost you £1 for the bottle, but you could empty it out and use it, or you could just use it after you've used the glue that's already in the bottle, you know. So that's another option for the bottle if you want something slightly bigger than this. So the solutions, what I came up with.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Sorry, that's Alexa thinks I'm talking to her, which I'm not. So I bought a whole wheel of these pins. It wasn't 96p, that's the bottle, I just took the price off it. 80p for this full wheel of pins. So if they go rusty, I really don't care. I'm just going to throw them away. And what I've noticed is you can tell when the pin is starting to tarnish. It will not stop your glue working, but it will discolour your glue. So if you notice your pin is discolouring, chuck it, have a new one. And that's going to be very easy to do with what I'm going to show you today. So what I did was, this is not a perfect solution, it's just a very good solution if you want to make something easy, and we all like easy, don't we? So I'm going to take one of my pins, and what I purchased is earring wires. There's 12 pairs in here, which gives me 24 backs, and the backs are perfect. Now they're the butterfly backs, and they are very tightly closed, so you do not have to worry about glue. And this is going to be reusable. I'm just going to slide. Be very careful you don't literally just do what I did, but slide your earring back onto your pin, and then straight off you have this whole fiddly malarkey that we did here. That's the equivalent, and this is much smaller than that big old bead, and when you throw your pin away you won't have a bead to throw away. So this is one of the other ones that I made. If you cannot make a charm, for whatever reason that is, just use a piece. This is lots of pieces of jewellery that I've put together into a charm. But you could just use a piece of necklace. You could use a piece of necklace, your earring back on a pin. It's so little effort, and you can have a very nice glue pin charm. Glue pin charm. Yeah. One of these. So I'm just going to open this jump ring up. I'm going to slide it through one of those butterflies on the earring back, and I'm going to do that up. Oh, I thought I heard the cat. On the first take of the video she just clawed away up my back, so, and then the second one I was out of frame. Okay, so if your pin starts to show signs of discoloration, all you do is slide that earring back on, off even, grab yourself another pin and pop it on without pricking your thumb. And that is as easy as that. Now, like I said, it's not a perfect solution. It doesn't look amazing. You could certainly hang a charm off either side, but you'd want to reduce the size of each one. And that will go into my finger, your glue bottle, like so. So this is a very easy way of making a pretty pin for your glue. Now, I wanted some bigger glue bottles, so I went to my local craft store, and this one was 96p, this one was £1.25, and they're not metal tipped, they are plastic tipped, but they are fine tipped applicator bottles. And again, I'm pretty sure if you do a search on Amazon you will find these fine tipped applicator bottles. And what I'm doing is I'm just taking that pin out of there and I'm popping it into this plastic applicator bottle, and you can tell it is tight, it is a fine tipped bottle. So I now am pretty sure I can pop my glue into here, and this is going to work in exactly the same way as this fine tipped metal one. The metal one is obviously, I mean, it's deceiving because they must be a similar size hole because they hold the pin just as tight. So, you know, if you can't find a metal tip, this one is going to work, you know. We'll see. Well, next time I do a tutorial, I'll try and put some glue in here and we'll use it and we'll see. But I did this one the same way with the earring back, and I am going to be rehousing this one onto another pin because this one has it. Well, actually it hasn't. It looks, in certain lights it looks like it's starting to tarnish, but it is actually still pretty perfect. And I'm pretty sure this is not a stainless steel pin because, you know, I'm sure they're going to be more expensive than the ones that they use in these bottles. But how easy is that? I was really excited. I hope you guys are equally as excited about an earring back to use in a pin. Anyway, I hope you found it useful. I will be back soon with another tutorial of some description. Until then, have a great evening.